Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Pokemon Sword. So we are in the Crown Tundra. I have gone back to town to rename some things on my team in the between videos, and I've also swapped some things around if I can actually open my menu. This is what my team looks like now. I have Big Derp, because, look at it. Doggomon, because I'm bad at naming things. Steve, Wrigley, Radiance. There is a story behind this nickname that I will tell in a minute. In place of one of the things that used to be on this team, and Edward Vance, the Eevee. I will let you figure out why I named it that, and I'll give you a hint. It's not very elaborate or clever or anything of the sort. Once again, I am bad at naming things. So the only reason I got rid of Quagsire is because I could not think of a nickname to give it, of all things, and that did not sit well with me. So I replaced it with one of these two. I don't remember who was who. And Sneasel. I'm sorry, I just don't feel like dragging around a Sneasel, waiting for it to evolve, which it won't be able to until, like, nightfall anyway. And just not having anything happen with that 5th slot in my team. So, we've got a Dratini and an Eevee. What am I going to evolve Eevee into? Who knows? This is the moveset. That is not the button I wanted to hit. This is the moveset. I went to the move relearner a little bit. There is Takedown, Bite, Double Edge, and Baton Pass. I relearned Bite over, like, Baby Doll Eyes or whatever it was, and Baton Pass over Last Resort. Yes, banned move by Smogon, or it was anyway. I don't know if it still is. I don't care. That was a long time ago. I have no idea if Baton Pass is still banned or not. That was like Gen 6. Radiance is very standard fare Dratini. Rain Dance, Dragon Dance, Outrage, and Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave was brought on by the move relearner over something else, which I cannot remember. But in any case, I think this should be good enough for now. I don't think you'll be going into combat very often until you evolve anyway. Probably the same for Edward Vance. For that matter. Anyway, the story behind Radiance's nickname is there is an OC remix, which I happen to like, and a lot of other people apparently don't for some reason, called Radiance. It is based on Nintendo 64 Mario Kart Rainbow Road, and it is named that. And you are not someone who I can actually talk to and drag information out of. You're just a store. And that wasn't like the most well thought out name for any Pokemon I've ever had either, but the reason why I remember it, among the dozens of other competitive Dragonite I've raised over the years, is I met the guy who sang it at MagFest one year. And I showed him that Dragonite named Radiance, and he thought that was very, very amusing. And, well, it's living on, let's just say. You used to believe it was real, you know? You were told that if you made mischief in the fields, the king would steal your body away. That's not very nice. The Pokemon King. Well, we've seen firsthand how that can happen now. Anyway. Oh, that's both of the conversations. Except when I talked to you, you said your dialogue first, and when I talked to you, you said your dialogue first. That's interesting. Alright. So, people remember the legend at any rate, it seems. The King of Bountiful Harvest, I should be reading your dialogue instead of just talking. Well, if it exists, why wouldn't it heal the land around here so that we can get crops for a change? Alright, the king is not doing his job. I say we vote him out. I talked to you. You gave me Carrot Seed. Was that related to the quest? I can tell you its name. I think it used to be Calvin. Or Callista. I don't remember its name either in the half hour since I recorded the last video, although it did look rather Greek. What's your name again? Calyrex. Yeah, it looks very Greek. I would like you to ask the people of the village if they remember the king. Are there more people who I have to talk to? Can I go in any of the doors? I can. And there's nothing here but a Beldum. Nobody here but us Beldum. Do you remember the king? Does not seem to be the case. Why is there a bowl? How does a Beldum eat? Did I ask that the last time I was in here? Probably did. Alright, well, time to find some more NPCs. Is there anyone back here? There is a learnable move of some sort back here. TR-17 Amnesia. Raise your special defense by 2 stages. Not bad. Alright. Oh, there's a regular item, too. which is a blunder policy. Raises speed sharply when a Pokemon misses or when a move or with a move because of accuracy. Okay. Does that not count evasion? It's specified because of accuracy. Does that not count evasion? Here's another NPC. Orb. You are not telling me about the king of whatever, full whatevers. Sorry. Not interested in you right now. I guess my character is, though. You. I'm sorry. I'm rather busy doing nothing right now. Relatable. So you are not interested in talking to me then. Good, good. Alright, what about you? I've never seen a Pokemon like Foofy before. Oh, you're the Cosmog lady. Yes. Hang on, wait. Wasn't it already? Weren't you already doing that? Ah, whatever. Alright, you are the guy who's complaining about the king not doing his job. How many other NPCs are there? There's this person up here. Freezington, you're the mayor, right? Do I remember the king? Why, of course I do. It's only the main tourist attraction of our lovely Freezington after all. I imagine we would see more visitors if only the king was real. The point goes straight over his head. Alright. No matter. Such is the way with kings, after all. You don't even have a hat on. You're just getting your head snowed on. Sir. Ah, human child. I trust you're able to speak with the villagers. So how many was it? How was it? Did they say anything about me? Well, better than nothing. Just as I suspected. Nobody truly believes that I am real. It seems that the people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. Oh no, of course I am not grieving. I am the king of Bountiful Harvest, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond doubt that I cannot simply rely on human faith if I want my powers to return. If only my loyal Steed were here to return to me, I would regain something of what I've lost. Alright, so am I looking for a Mudbray or am I looking for something else that I do not know? The four-legged Pokemon that I used to ride all across the land. Searching far and wide, the very same Pokemon that my statue in the village shows me riding. I think that's a Mudbray. Alas, though in ancient times we spent many days together dashing through the valleys and over the mountains of this land, my power wanes and I was forced to part ways with it. Now, I know not where it may be. Even if we should succeed in locating my loyal Steed, I have my doubts as to whether it has remained, well, loyal. I've lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal Steed. I would be in your debt if you could speak to the head of the village on my behalf. If you are able to find any information at all, I ask that you would let me know. And the most important thing about that animation is that you are now wearing your hat again. Huh? Huh, Chief, what a massive noggin! Or, wait. No, it's normal. I must have fallen asleep while I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. So, clearly the superior pillow to the fossilized wood thing that you had on the table is just air. In other words, you prefer to sleep on air. Still, I feel strange, like my body's not quite my own. Guess I'll head back to the base and get some rest. Besides, it's freezing out here. Alright, so I do not know what we have to do. Maybe I can ask the statue for guidance. What a large crown it's got is all you have to say. I have to say, back in December of really 2016, I downloaded the demo for Harvest December off the 3DS eShop for no real reason other than that it was there and I felt like burning some time and possibly recording it. And I did not expect it to leave such an impression on me that its relationship with like gods and mythology and the intersection between the two is still the first thing that I think of when all this is going on in this Pokemon game here. I know that like Forgotten Gods is not the most rare trope in fantasy ever, but It's just one of the things I think about. How's it anything to report? So, if I come back and tell you about this, you completely do not understand what just happened. Okay, so this would be if I were to make something happen. Look on the town map and the legendary clue. That's very general. Alright, I wasn't sure if you were going to, like, tell me that someone has been looking for something or anything like that, but apparently not. No, we're just gonna look at that, and I believe if I were to look in the inventory... Where is the inventory? The inventory is here. There's too many items in this menu. Keys. I believe one was the king. Yeah. So, there's nothing on that or what Peony just told me that changed anything. I wonder if I were to go talk to people again, if anything would happen. Oh, we're talking about the loyal Steed, huh? I know a lawyer named Steve in Modestoke. Linguistic humor. I wonder what the lawyer Steve is up to these days. Alright, so I think, well... Just the same way that the guy in Gen 1 was looking for his glasses in the Safari Zone or whatever. If I find a hearing aid just lying on the floor, I'll be sure to return it to you. I heard that the king's loyal Steed had a beautiful fur coat and was dark as night. That is not a mudbray. A wonderful fur coat that was white as untouched snow. Alright, we have conflicting opinions here. As a belligerent ruffian that would ruin all our harvests doesn't sound like something I'd get along with. Well, you never know. Oh. The mayor is not home at the moment. He went to have a look at the fields and Giant's bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The fields and Giant's bed are to the southeast of the village. Go through Frost Point Field and just keep going to the left. Yeah, I've been there. Back when I was screwing around. This adventure definitely feels longer than the first DLC. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be, but feels like it's more involved than just like, what was it? Just battle people until you win, really? In Isle of Armor, Isle of Armor was all right. It wasn't like it was a waste of time or anything, but this gives me a bit more of a sense of wonder about, for example, the world and the region and the lore and all that. Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren. No crop could possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of Crown Tundra truly are beyond hope. What's this? Oh, dear visitor, what brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal Steed of the Bountiful Harvest, of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Well, this is hardly the place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freesington. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth after all. Please visit whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting. Alright, I'm going to have another look around here. I read this plinth already, didn't I? January 2nd, before long, the ruffian had bent its knees to the king and become its loyal steed. Our people's faith in the king grew firm and unwavering. Our ancestor built a temple around the sacred sapling atop a tall mountain to give the king a worthy home. Moreover, they crafted a set of reins to let the king command its proud steed with ease. Alright, that does not ring any bells. I don't think I read that piece of lore already. This is part of the cemetery ruins, right? No? Maybe it isn't. Where's the cemetery? Alright, maybe I didn't come here before then. Nope. Oh, wait, are you, you're mine. Hello. How are you doing? Can I pet? I can. Sort of. I wish my character had a pet animation, but it's nice that it acknowledges you, at the very least. Berries. And a voucher for room service. An item to be held by a Pokemon lowers speed when Trick Room takes effect. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with the room service, but that will, that is a counter to Trick Room. Certainly. One more. Excellent. Alright, I only got 7 out of that. pretty sure if I were to do that again, something else would drop in my head, but that'll do. Jacoba Berry. That is another one of the more unusual ones, isn't it? I know Slack raises your speed when you fall below a quarter health, but I don't remember what Jacoba does. Might be it's probably one of the other stats, I think. Anyway, I feel like I don't recognize it up here. Maybe I just ran past it or ran around it or something. Well, let's jump on our bike, go back to town, and see what the mayor has to say. You look a lot more comfortable riding your bike uphill than I do. I guess protagonists in video games are just like the ideal form or whatever. So, have you seen what's happened to the statue of the king of Bountiful? Its head has become massive. Yeah, it's very mysterious. You say that's the way the king's supposed to look. Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design on our town's souvenir shirts. But you speak as if you've seen the king with your own two eyes. The statue's been broken since I was a child. Well, the remaining pieces were still there, apparently. Not very well hidden by the sound of it. Oh, of course. You wanted to learn about the loyal steed of the king. Well, I don't know why you'd be interested in such things, but come then, follow me. An old book I read long ago said that the king's loyal steed was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable. But my memory isn't exactly what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed so desired. I think it best that you search the old bookshelf over there if you want to find out any more. Alright. Not the, Well, it's a step up from just a lore dump by an NPC anyway. It's not, telling you to go to the bookshelf to get a lore dump isn't that much more spectacular, but it'll do. There are all kinds of books about the Crown Tundra. Which book would you like to read? Oh, good gravy. There's a lot of these. I'm going to spend the rest of the video reading these. The King of Bountiful Harvest. Let's just go in order. The king was a great Pokemon that brought abundance to our cold land. With the sweeping of its right hand, the land would be blanketed in verdant grass and blooms. With a sweep of its left hand, the fruit of the fields would ripen and grow heavy. Its great crown of green gleaming. The king galloped across the land astride its proud steed. And in their footsteps, buds would burst from the soil, and rich life was born across the region. And so we worshipped the Pokemon and paid it all due tribute as king. Alright, that is a very short book. Only a couple pages. The horse Pokemon gave its power to serve the king and carried hither and thither. The two even became one for a time, combining their strength to create a forest in a single night, which makes it sound like this is a new Pokemon which I have not seen before in any game ever before. This proud steed had been a wild thing once, ravaging the field crops and causing much woe. But the king, in all its greatness, brought this fierce creature to heal something because I'd hit the A button too soon. And for each among us who claims the steed's hide was black as midnight gloom in which ghosts appear, there is another who claims it was as white as a block of solid ice. So this is the in-universe, this is the dress, in other words, in this game's lore. What was it, black and blue versus white and gold? Was it? None alive can now say which is the truth. Alright, the Reigns of Unity. Through these reigns did the king send its power in order to tame and control its proud steed. The reigns, in fact, were made by the hands of the people, and thanks for the plenty brought by the king. The reins bound not only the horse and the king to one another, they bound the people to the king as well. And the and the dawning of each new year, we must never forget the gift the king forgets to gift the king with this offering. Let the radiant flower and the mane of the steed be woven together to bind us all in faith. Let the secrets of this land art be passed from parent to child to grandchild and never forgotten. Seems like that one didn't work out. For the most part. The Hearty Crops. While carrots can be grown in Crown Tundra, they have a rather unusual growth habit. When grown beneath the heaped snow, the hardy roots tend to develop into ice root carrots. When grown in tracks close to where many souls are laid to rest, shade root carrots will be your crop. Shade root carrots are a favorite treat for many ghost-type Pokemon, while ice-type Pokemon seem to delight in eating the ice root carrots. According to our old fairy tales, the steed that the king of Bountiful Harvest rode upon loved both these varieties, or perhaps one or the other. So, ice and ghost is your type. Definitely does not ring a bell unless you happen to be some weird sort of regional variant of Frostlass or something. Records seem to contradict one another, while some stories speaking of a white steed delighting in ice root carrots and others mentioning a black steed devouring shade root carrots. Okay, that's useful to know. Try the Freezington something or another. Isn't it tough dealing with a cold here on the tundra with temperatures seeming to drop lower and lower with every passing year? Well, it's tempting to stay indoors where it's cozy. Don't forget to move the body, too. Try the Freezington Snow Samba today, and get your body moving to stay warm all winter. Lift both hands in the air, wave here, wave there, bow low, touch your toe, and freeze. Then repop up and start it once more. Form a circle with friends and don't be shy. The Snow Samba will keep you young at heart. Okay, so do I learn a new dance move or whatever? That sounded like an advertisement, honestly, more than anything else, except it wasn't actually advertising a product. Town records, tourism initiatives. Last one here. Freezington Souvenir brainstorming sessions. Minutes taken by the town's tourism lead. Who's that? There's like 4 people in this town. We got a lot of submissions in our last round, so thanks to all who contributed ideas. We've settled on an idea for a new Freezington souvenir, sure to lure in more visitors. A shirt featuring our king of Bountiful harvests. By reusing the artwork from some old documents, we should be able to keep design costs low, too. And that's it. I say this town only has 4 people. It's kind of a assumption that I make with video games with towns that what you see here, is meant to represent a significantly larger area. Like, it's obviously not supposed to be huge, the way something like Goldenrod City would be, but we're supposed to imagine in our minds a town that is somewhat bigger and has some more people in it than this does now. Anyway, you are going over there, and I am going to, I think, end the video. There is another Let's Play that I plan on doing at some point, hopefully in the near future, where I've started recording a little bit of it, and I do mention that again in context of some other games. So, I'm going to end it here. That, whatever Calyrex thing over there can wait for some other time. I'm going to admire the carrots, and I'm going to end it off here. My name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Sword, the Crown Tundra expansion. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later. Can I move the camera a little bit closer to the carrots? Not really. It'll do. Hang on. Can I zoom out just a little more? No. Alright, this worked out better. I will see you all later.